Another important thing is disclosure of all of your previous refusal. Guys, in the study visa form, among the last few questions, there is a question: have you ever been refused for visa for Canada or any other country? Okay, so this sounds like a simple question, which normally, and if your agents or if you being a student, if you are filing your own student visa, there is a chance that most likely you're gonna overlook this. Okay, so you will put no mental disease, blah blah blah, all the last no questions you will end up doing checking mark no to this one also. Okay, so guys, saying no to this question will ultimately be a 5-year misrepresentation, and Canadian immigration will ban you to apply or to come to Canada subsequently for 5 years, a minimum from the date of the refusal. Okay, so have you ever been refused for visa for Canada or any other country? If you have any other previous Canadian refusal, you must mention each and every refusal. Okay, and focus on that. In the question they have also asked or any other country. If you have been refused for United States of America, the USA visa, even if it is a visitor visa, even if your family has applied you and you were one of the applicants in that family application, you must disclose, because Canadian immigration will do your proper background check and they will easily be able to figure out that you have applied USA visa in the last 2 years and you got refused and you did not disclose this, and now here you go, 5-year ban. Okay, so always guys, keep in mind they do a very strong background check and they will come to know for each and every refusals which had happened in the most part in all the major countries, right? So hiding them will not be something idle, or you thinking that if I mention my USA visa refusal, which was a tourist visa, that will have a negative impact on my Canadian visa. No, it is not like that. You were simply applying a visitor visa for USA, and that too along with your parents. And if you got refused for the US visa, has nothing to do with your study permit application, because the proper academic progress with the proper IELTS, and you have chosen the proper course in the proper college. So if all of your basic ingredients in the whole formula are right, your refusal of US visa will not be the factor why you will not be granted a successful study permit to come to Canada. Okay, so refusals are not worse, they are not your worst enemies, it's just a matter of you disclosing it. Okay, so never hide any refusal which will belongs to any other country apart from Canada also, because they will figure out and we will be in a problem if a 5-year ban will come into place, and then it's pretty much like everything is shattered, and the bans are, for the most part, they are very harsh, and it's very unlikely that a mistake like this will be forgiven through Canadian immigration. Okay, so to summarize, the conclusion for having a successful study permit application should be based upon this strategic formula: having a decent IELTS, okay, which should meet the minimum benchmark, having a decent academic progress, which is first division at least 60%, okay, choosing the right college, choosing the right course, and last but not the least, choosing the right agent who can prepare you not only for the study visa but also partially for the permanent residency also, because all of the base which you will make in your student visa application will be the ultimate base. So preparation from grade 10 followed by grade 11 followed by putting up your application after grade 12 is the base for your successful permanent residency to Canada. Okay, so make sure you choose your right agent if you would like to retain us This is our email.